asked ChatGPT-5 to roast my content ideas thinking it would be gentle feedback. I was wrong. Very wrong. This AI just ended my entire YouTube career in 1,000 words. Yeah, it gets worse. So here's what happened. I've been struggling with content ideas lately, and I thought, hey, why not see if AI can give me some good ones? Then I had the brilliant idea of feeding ChatGPT-5 some outrageous ideas to see what it thought of them. I told it to be as sarcastic and ruthless as possible, but I wasn't prepared for this level of psychological warfare. This AI didn't just critique my ideas, it questioned my entire existence as a creator. Some of these might actually hurt. Okay, first idea. I thought this was actually pretty clever, ranking AI models by how likely they are to replace me. Timely, relevant, plays into people's fears about AI. GPT-5 had thoughts.
Wow, groundbreaking. A self-pity bingo card disguised as content. Let me guess, you're going to sit there, wide-eyed and trembling, while ChatGPT gets crowned King Terminator and poor little you squeaks, "Don't take my job, robot overlords." Newsflash, nobody cares about your fragile employment status. If you think people want to watch you rank AI models by who's most likely to replace me, you've basically just invented LinkedIn trauma posting with a BuzzFeed quiz filter. Riveting. That's not content. That's you throwing a pity party where even the AI won't RSVP.
LinkedIn trauma posting with a BuzzFeed quiz filter. I mean, it's not wrong. The accuracy is what makes this hurt so much. It only gets worse from here. Idea number 2, I thought this showed my intellectual side. Really diving deep into the research, you know?
Ah, yes. Content as a cry for help. Riveting stuff. Nothing screams watchable like a dude speedrunning mental breakdowns through PDFs written by academics who haven't touched grass since the Bush administration. You're not reading AI safety papers. You're turning yourself into a live-action footnote nobody asked for. Spoiler. Your existential crisis won't even be entertaining. People won't think, oh no, the machines are dangerous. They'll think, wow, this guy voluntarily gave himself brainworms instead of just going outside. Congratulations. You've invented the intellectual equivalent of watching paint dry, except the paint is smarter than you.
Voluntarily gave himself brainworms instead of going outside. I felt that in my soul. But honestly, the paint is smarter than you might be the most creative insult I've ever received. This one I thought was funny. A clever way of asking ChatGPT to give an opinion on itself. Why ChatGPT is actually just a really advanced magic 8-ball. How did it react?
Oh, chef's kiss. Another ChatGPT isn't that smart lol take. Truly revolutionary. The internet has never ever heard someone compare AI to a toy from the 1950s you can buy at Walmart for $7.99. You're basically the Columbus of rediscovering continents people already live on. Also, advanced magic 8-ball. That's not even funny. It's lazy. It's like calling Netflix a really advanced DVD player. Congratulations. You've downgraded one of the biggest tech shifts in history to the thing teenagers use to decide if Chad likes them back. This isn't content. This is reheated Reddit sarcasm served without seasoning. Honestly, the 8-ball should sue you for defamation. At least it has personality.
The Columbus reference? That's when I knew this AI had no chill. But we're not even halfway through the carnage. I thought this would be a funny commentary on the current startup scene. Building a startup that's just ChatGPT with a different font.
Ah yes, the Silicon Valley wet dream. Copy-paste tech, slap on Helvetica Neue, call it innovation. Let me guess, you're going to call it something sleek and meaningless, like Loom AI or Nebula Chat, and pitch it as ChatGPT, but for creators. Congrats, you've reinvented the exact same product OpenAI already built, except now it looks like a Squarespace template. Your startup is the business equivalent of microwaving McDonald's fries and calling yourself a chef. Investors wouldn't even ghost you. They'd reply, all to laugh. Honestly, the only thing a new font would change is how your bankruptcy notice looks. Would you like that in Comic Sans?
Would you like that in Comic Sans? I mean, it understood the assignment all right. But the most brutal roast was still coming. This last one. This one hit different, because it's kind of where my head is at, you know? The eternal creator struggle of wondering if you'll ever make it.
Oh, the ultimate cope content. Nothing says, please validate my channel, like tying your self-worth to a sci-fi deadline you'll never meet. Let's be real. AGI is a maybe centuries away fever dream, and you can't even get 10,000 subs without begging friends and family. So what's the debate here? Whether machines will surpass humanity before you surpass the algorithm's pity threshold? Spoiler, AGI won't care, YouTube won't care, and your subscriber count will stay flatter than your personality. At this rate, the singularity will roll in, upload everyone's consciousness to the cloud, and you'll still be at 38,000 subs whining that the thumbnail didn't click. This isn't a debate, it's a public service announcement that neither you nor AGI are happening anytime soon.
Flatter than your personality. I legit had to pause the recording. I literally got roasted so hard by artificial intelligence that I questioned every life choice that led me to this moment. Perhaps just to make myself feel better, I changed the way I looked at these insults, and some of these roasts began to actually look like brilliant content advice disguised as insults. I'm coping. I also gave ChatGPT-5 some generic content ideas, thinking maybe it would be gentler. I was so wrong.
A self-victimization tour disguised as content. Unpaid performance art in masochism. Finally, self-awareness. You've been pumping out bargain bin versions of other people's content since day one.
So after getting absolutely demolished by an AI, I realized something important. The harshest criticism often contains the most truth. These roasts, they're actually a masterclass in what not to do on YouTube. But here's what I want to know. Have you ever had your content ideas completely destroyed by feedback? And more importantly, should I actually make any of these videos just to prove ChatGPT-5 wrong? Let me know in the comments which roast hurt the most, and if you want to see me ask another AI model to roast more ideas, let me know. As always, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.